somewhere around 200. And with Wade there, let's hope this break hasn't sort of foiled what he was doing. He could get 100 here easily. There's plenty of balls remaining.
That'd be the first by an Australian batsman, so he's got 30 runs to go. Let's cheer him on, that's for sure. Looked like Mitchell Marsh in the dugout was more ready to come in next than George Bailey, who was on our list to come in. Of course, we all know Mitchell's in sterling form, and he too, a young personality coming through the game. And I think that's what the public are loving too, seeing young personalities get a chance and perform.
That's right. When Matty Wade first played for Australia in those two 2020s in South Africa, it wasn't here, and on debut in Australia, responding, he said Mickey Arthur told him yesterday that he'd open up, and 70 and 41 balls is the result. He's going to be on strike. It'll be Rohit Sharma, the leg spinner I was just talking about, who's in his third over, none for 17 thus far. Has 2 balls to complete in this over.
He's a tall man, isn't he? He's a little bit like
it's David Hussey on strike. Apologies, David Hussey on strike. He is a tall man, very Anil Kumble-like. Oh, another little error from MS Dhoni.
Wide, isn't it?
This could be forgivable. I think it's hit the pads of the batsman David Hussey, or in the umpire's opinion it did. It's a little deflection here, but if he had held it, oh no, kicked it on. Maybe he had to kick it on. I thought it went through to his gloves, but Hussey's not playing that ball very well at all. That's about 4 or 5 he's had there and hasn't scored off. Nearly bowled off his thigh pad.
Yeah, they've made a very big effort not to give him room to swing his arm, to use the levers by bowling it middle and leg. Over bowled, 2 for 132.
KFC's popcorn chicken snack box with real mouth-watering chicken pieces and your favourite chips now comes with an icy cold drink for only $4.50. So hurry into KFC today and fill up on a great deal. So good.
Looking to build some bars, big bars, says Matthew Wade. It's time to swing from the bootlaces. 5 overs to go, 2 for 132. So everything in the favour of Australia. They've got wickets in hand, the bowling conditions are tough, and this total could be anything close. I better introduce you actually. Mark Taylor's joined me, and so too is James Brayshaw.
Yeah, thanks, Ian. Yeah, well, they hit a 6 in each of the last 3 overs. That's a good sign. But Stephen O'Keefe on earlier said overs 12 to about 14 or 15 were crucial. Well, Australia have done it right. Over 12 wasn't that good, but 13, 14, 15, pretty good from Australian point of view.
Very relaxed in the Australian bunker. Had to hang around there for a while to see if we could speak to little Matty Wade and the boys. Very laid back. We've got a nice sort of vibe about him.
Mitchell Marsh just won't sit down. George Bailey's cool as. So possibly Mitchell will be
They'd have to be pretty happy with that little break.
trying to loosen it, and Suresh Raina is the bowler.
Australia have to get it right, baby.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's like having 2 new batsmen.
Yeah.
Just be hard to put Mitchell Marsh in next. He was in terrific form in that Big Bash League final. He had about 70 in that game. Really gave the Perth Scorchers a chance of winning that game. Fantastic innings.
Well, I left-hander on strike now. Hussey's hit one down the ground now. Big gap at mid-wicket. Hardly anything on the left of screen, so it's got to be into off stump. He's not. His leg stump. The tinkle is misfield. So Wade gets 2. Hussey's pushing for 3. Stays with 2.
Not Verenda's finest moment in the field there. Just fell on top of that one and it got away from him, but you can see the water on the ground is going to be an issue.
Yeah, good pressure from David Hussey, I reckon, the non-striker. Really hustled through for 1 then. Put Sabag under pressure and then misfield and turned into 2.
Oh, bowled him.
That's got him. Suresh Raina. Not to off. Looks like it's hit middle and leg. And up they go.
Yeah, the breaking innings didn't do Matty Wade any favours. It was a restart. That was a nice piece of tidy on the stumps. No batsman likes that. And into the castle. So a very fine innings has ended. 72 from 43. Really set the Aussies up.
Yes, 5 fours and 3 sixes in Matty Wade's 72. Only 43 balls faced. Terrific effort for him, opening the batting tonight. 3 for 135.
So what did you end up getting?
I bought a Jeep.
You bought a Jeep?
I bought a Jeep.
You bought a...
Yes, Michael. I bought a Jeep.
Well, very rare. There was a shot selection error by Matthew Wade, which brings George Bailey on his T20 debut internationally as captain of Australia. So he gets down the ground and pushes hard for a second, but no chance.
I actually presented George Bailey with his cap earlier today. It's quite unusual to give a guy a cap and also say congratulations as captain as well.
Bailey's not a master game.
1 from 1 at the moment. Hussey 19 from 16. He now steps up. Four overs to go, 137 on the board.
You are the purpose of our work,
The reason we
the
run.
reason we serve.
We will treat you like our business depends on it.
Because it does.
Because it does.
Because it does.
Tell us that now.
KFC's popcorn chicken snack box with real mouth-watering chicken pieces and your favourite chips now comes with an icy cold drink for only $4.50. So hurry into KFC today and fill up on a great deal. So good.
No one's really sure it's a good score or not. This wicket traditionally plays a little slower as the game goes on, but it's slicked up with a lot of moisture, so the batsman having a good conversation, assessing just what is the target, what can we defend, while India battle away trying to keep it as low as possible.
Yeah, Vinay Kumar back in attack. Yeah, we were talking earlier. I just heard you and Mark Nicholas and Michael Slater talking about the super cricketer and how to rate players. A lot of our basis for our ranking of players is based on a score of about 160 in 20 overs. Australia well on target for that, if not something more.
Vinay Kumar, the quicks come back in, and that's the other thing. The spinners